want to talk to you about some documentaries. And have you ever um, done a documentary?
I am currently in the research phase of my first ever documentary.
Hmm.
It is about the Chambers brothers, who are the basis, the family that New York City, that New Jack City is based off of.
Hmm.
So the story of New Jack City is based off of a family that is from Arkansas, but moved to Detroit and became the first like crack kingpins in Detroit. And they were caught because they were the first ever drug dealers to receive a RICO charge
Hmm.
because they found these videotapes of them doing all this crime on camera. So they really started like the current trend of the way drug dealers kind of behave, the flashy videotape and everything. That was kind of them who started that whole thing. So BJ Chambers, who was the Nino, I guess, Nino Brown of the story, was released from prison about 7 or 8 years ago. And for the last like 2 years, we've been working on a documentary. Kind of some of the guys have like died over the time we've been working and stuff, but we're trying to get it done because we're doing the interviews in the Arkansas area. Because what they would do, what happened was kind of like Frank Lucas. They started being this big crack family in Detroit, so they went and got all their friends and brothers and cousins from Arkansas and brought all these country niggas back up to Detroit.
Hmm.
But the families in Arkansas didn't know that they were selling drugs, so their
Yeah.
kids start coming home and driving Mustangs, and they're like, "What's going on?" And so all this federal investigation started up from Arkansas, going all the way up the pipeline, and it's a really cool story. So we're just trying to get interviews with a couple more of the guys before they pass away. They're like dying, they're older now and stuff. So, but that's my first documentary, and it's just documentaries take so much time.
You
You
do.
know, for you to really like most really good documentaries take years. So it's kind of hard to work on those. Like I can write a movie and shoot that bitch in 90 days and we out of there. So, but this is actually kind of a special. I feel like it's kind of special because like black dudes be innovating shit, even though it be negative.
Hmm.
They really changed the way that law enforcement behaves. Even like they're the reason there was a Reagan drug war. Like these guys
Okay.
started this thing. So it's really, and I think that it's important that we know that they're from the South. Because even right now, I've talked to Craig Pettis's family about doing a documentary about him, who
Oh.
was probably one of the only Southern kingpins, and nobody ever talks about him. And he is bigger than a lot of these other dudes. He was with El Chapo, and they was hiding him in Mexico, and all this stuff, and nobody ever talk about him. And I'm like, he from Memphis.
Dang. Yeah.
So,
Craig Pettis was. He was that era of Craig Pettis running woods and all that, right? That's all. Yeah.
big names, and no one ever mentions when you talk about kind of like that kingpin era, but they were big names. They had a lot of money running through Memphis. I think Memphis is just small, so people don't really, tie it in when you're thinking about that kind of like drug kingpin stuff. But that was they were serious movers and shakers. So one of my bigger projects when I get to my album phase, when I'm out of mixtape phases, I want to do the
Okay.
Craig Pettis story in a Scarface esque story, but I want to make it very southern where we can get the license to the music that was out, the ball and G, the 3-6, so we can really make it sound like the era, the hustle and flow, if you will,
Okay.
of Craig Pettis. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's some white dudes down there trying to get the license to the story too. So we'll see who gets it first. I don't know. They probably got more money than me.
All right. Cool. I definitely know Craig Pettis, Barbie. I think he was with the cartel, all that stuff. That
Yeah, El
connection.
Chapo.
So
He was with
Chapo.
El Chapo before he was even known as El Chapo. Like he was out here. Yeah.
All right. So I want to go to another hood classic documentary, and this is something we see today, but they did it a while back. Do you remember Hood to Hood?
Hood to hood. I
If
feel like
you,
I remember it.
I think they came out with a couple versions. I could be wrong, but Hood to Hood, they went to different hoods in different cities in America.
I think I saw
Over,
somebody posted it on YouTube. I think I did see it on YouTube.
there's a
Posted it.
there's a lot of them now, but I just remember this was during the mixtape era. You remember they had Murder Dog magazine. They
I remember
had
Murder Dog. Yep.
yeah, they had all those things there. But it was like hood to hood, and basically like they went to St. Louis, Memphis, Miami, and all those things. But my question is about that is, do you ever think that era will ever come back where you have these quick hit hood documentaries like that again?
They're all over YouTube right now. It's a
Okay.
guy. It's a white guy who literally his whole YouTube is going to dangerous hoods and like talking to niggas. Like that's his whole.
Hold on.
It's
A
like
white guy, a white guy doing it?
you can put
Is
that
he
down.
on?
Dangerous hoods. You can go on YouTube and he's been to St. Louis, Memphis, and then he'll go to different parts of town. Like in Atlanta, he did East Side, he did West Side, he did South Side, then he went to East St. Louis. Like he went to Alaska. Like it's a hood in Alaska. He talked to the rappers, and it's like most dangerous hoods. Yeah, he do it, and they like the hood niggas be talking to him. Some of them be masked up. They be having guns, and he out there. Like it's crazy. All that stuff that used to
Oh,
be in magazines and on DVDs, now it's young white dudes doing them on YouTube. Like all that stuff we used to watch, all the like interviews, all the young white dudes are doing it on YouTube right now.
wow.
All the young
Shit.
and Vice. Vice is doing the same thing. That YouTube channel Vice, they do
Okay.
most dangerous city in St. Louis, most dangerous city in Tennessee. Like they do it. They like that era is alive and well on the internet. They make it a killing. TikTok, they're on TikTok.
They're gonna throw on create some indictments or something like that. Like I don't know
That's
about
fine.
that.
Just like Vlad. I don't know why they keep telling on themselves.
But, what'd you just say?
Just like DJ Vlad.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
All right,
Me and my
I'm
homeboy,
back. I'm still listening.
we just talked about this.
I'm still listening. People just indicting the shit out themselves on Vlad. I don't know what that's about. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me get on my. What's the thing?
oh
Okay.
man.
I
All
got
right,
it.
we got to talk about this.
All right, hold on. My phone was down. Put it back on the charger. Okay,
Okay.
let me know if the mic does that thing again. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, stand by.
Mm, you just said something right there. Tell you that.
Indictments.
Oh man.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. All right. So with blog style type interviews like Vlad, I think you got 1090 Jake, you got I
Adam,
just
what's his name? Adam 22.
Adam 22, all these things like this. So this is just I want your opinion on. I can give you mine. I want your opinion on what do you think they're doing?
Hey, you ask me, they police. I'm just his blood is killing me. If you ask me, Vlad for sure the police. But you also just got a generation of idiots who go on TV and snitch on themselves. Like
Oh,
end of
the
the day,
smell.
the bottom line is money. I want views. So if you gonna get your dumb ass on here and for clout admit the crimes, that's not my fault. You can easily say no comment, nigga. Like, like the older dudes get on there and they're like, no comment, blah. Like,
I mean,
the era of clout, man.
I remember the era of stop snitching. They had that era. That never stopped. People always gonna snitch. They always gonna just yeah. Then you had the first 48 type stuff. But now it's like they actually put you on camera talking about crimes, talking about dead, talking about things of that sort. And I'm like, is
Time.
filmmaking I saw Vlad one time. He got on there. He asked a guy. He was in the street, obviously. obviously you can tell that he's been around a lot of different people. He asked him a question. He said about something that happened in a bodega. So this was like in New York, New Jersey. The guy kind of walked it through, but then he said a police question. He said, "Now at the time you were with who, and you said you went where to what?" Like I'm like, and then the guy answered it. I'm like, if this is still an open investigation, you just gave up another source that
You
might
really
have.
just snitched on your homeboy.
I said, I called my home. I said, "Hey man, you don't watch this stuff, man, on this on YouTube." This, he said, "Man, I've been watching it all the time." I said, "What you think about it?" I don't know if they're running plays, or I don't know if they snitching and getting paid to snitch, but it sounds like a bunch of snitching.
There's a bunch of snitching, and but this thing, and then niggas swear up and down like, oh, niggas snitching. Y'all are on social media live committing crimes. Who snitched? Nobody's snitching. You own like you think the police can't see your Snapchat? Like I'm trying like that's why I literally made like my movie Cloud. The first story is about some dudes who rob a rapper and get on the internet talking about it. Like, why are you talking about it? Either the cops are coming or he gonna come get you. Like, what? As soon as I get caught, oh, y'all snitching. It's online is everywhere, right? Like the internet.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have
so you either
never.
go snitch on yourself or go on some interview trying to get clout and talk too damn much. These people, the era of the gossiping nigga is upon us. Like I never knew niggas to talk as much as, I don't know if it's COVID and this podcast thing, but boy, these folks just get on podcasts and just chatty Cathy. Like they
I have
not dropping
never.
no albums or nothing. They just talking about other niggas. It's crazy.
I mean, even in the scene Belly back in, I think it came out in '99.
It did.
Where you remember you you remember the scene where they had where Nas, I can't remember his name right now, but old boy that was in The Wire, actually one of my favorite shows of all time, The Wire.
eBay.
Um, the Weebay character, yeah, yeah. Hold on, sir. He literally said he was talking. They were counting the money after this thing. He would start talking a little too much, and Nas just kind of went, "You have no big homies like that now. These dudes will do something the next day. They on social media with 150 likes, and they counting the money, and then they talking about some stuff, and then they beefing online. So the feds watching. Shout out to Two Chainz. I'll just listen to feds watching. Then they watching.
They
Who do you
watching.
think runs social media?
They literally have YouTube videos where the police is on the news saying, yeah, this is what we do. We go right here we search these hashtags. We're following this gang. Y'all sitting there hashtagging your gang. Seeing every crime you commit.
They just play. They just play connect the dots.
So
Okay.
they don't have to leave the office. They just gonna pull up at your address. You got your location on because you want to represent your hood. So you like, yeah, Frazier, but like they gonna pull up on you.
And
It's crazy.
and there's street cameras everywhere. There's cameras, just like filmmakers have. Everybody has cameras. I remember when I was working, you know, people have cameras everywhere. In clubs, at work,
At the
whatever.
grocery
You
store
got
parking lot, they got the big blue light camera up there. It's a camera. If the stoplight camera, stop sign camera. Like you can't do nothing no more. You cannot do nothing and nobody gonna see you. I just assume everybody see me. And anytime I'm outside, I'm just assuming somebody looking at me because they are like it's a camera for everything. These people that murder people, they're like, oh, there was a sky cam. Like what the hell?
all right.
That's crazy. And we come from a different era. I come from the not snitching. I don't know nothing about nothing era. And these
I
folks
don't.
is from the I won't talk about everything era. So I don't know.
all good. Let me talk about some filmmakers that I'm gonna give out filmmaker. You tell me what you like about them, what you don't like about them, whatever. We'll
So
start with Spike. We're gonna start with Spike.
Spike is the father. Spike is the reason most of us are here. Of course, Oscar Michaud is the reason why we're all here, but the current generation, especially the millennial generation, is Spike. Um, for me personally, Spike Lee changed my life. Spike Lee and Nas are probably the most influential people in my filmmaking career. Nas for his level of storytelling,
Okay.
and Spike Lee for his level of storytelling, and the way in which he brought the imagery of Black people in a way that I've never seen. Do the Right Thing changed my life. I've never seen Black people that looked like me and talked like my family and wore clothes like you know what I'm saying? Like it was just the most authentic, realest, blackest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And I was like, I never seen nothing like that. And that's how I want my movies to feel. Like Spike Lee, he is he's the father. If you look at this is this is
All right. I see
he is
clockers.
the
Okay.
reason
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hype Williams.
Oh well, hype is if you are a hip hop head like me, man, Hype Williams was a part of your life because I sat around watching MTV and BT for hours every day, watching Hype Williams stuff, waiting for it to drop. And I was a huge, huge music head back then. So I knew who directed the videos. I knew about Hype Williams, Marcus Raboy, and Gil Green. Like I didn't know nothing about film. But I'm like, ooh, that's Hype Williams. It's gonna be good. Like I'm like, so Hype is I think Hype has had a huge influence on a lot of Black filmmakers. I think all the Black filmmakers who take that really like artsy, stylistic, colorful, approach to their film. That's Hype Williams. That is, especially the people that are my age, the '80s babies. That's definitely Hype Williams influencing us. Like that's what we grew up on, Busta Rhymes videos, and like that was lit. Like that was the coolest shit we'd ever seen. So yeah, I definitely think he's had a huge influence on like a lot of our style for sure.
All right. Ava DuVernay.
Ava is just everything. Ava, I don't even know what to say. Like, as far as being a Black woman, she has paved a path for us to tell some stories that we're not going to be told. And she has made a way for Issa and all these women. And don't get me wrong, there's definitely women before her. There's so many women before Ava, but none as successful, unfortunately. Even with like Gina Prince Blackwood, who was directing like New York Undercover and stuff back in the day, she's just now getting her flowers, and I think it has a lot to do with Ava being able to have such success with stuff like Selma, these big movies, like being a Black woman chosen to direct these big movies. It definitely opens the door for like all of us. It is very important. So she's definitely like a trailblazer in this generation right now. She's definitely changed things. I honestly, the way in which Black women are being appreciated and recruited in the film industry right now, I think has a lot to do with her. And how Selma and everything she did after that did so well. And she's worked for Disney, and these things are all been successes. So now you got Black women directing Marvel movies. You got Black women directing Netflix originals. I think Ava has a lot to do with that, for sure.
Ryan Coogler.
So Ryan has told the world that Black people can do sci-fi. And I think that's super important. And he is, excuse my French, a real nigga. And he got that Oakland accent, and he's not trying to lose it. And I mess with that. He's trying to also tell stories that aren't being told. I mean, Fruitvale Station, like he's amazing. He's doing everything. And now I think they just brought him on to do another Black Panther. It's either another Black Panther or another Creed. Something like he's fire. And his movies are blackety black, just like I like them, but they're universal stories. And I think he's proven that black movies can do well on like an international stage, which has been something that white people have tried to tell us can't happen. And I think that's a lie. And Ryan Coogler's like, let me show y'all.
All right, Shonda Rhimes.
Okay, so I'm not a big drama TV person.
Okay.
So I've never seen Scandal. I've never seen How to Get Away with Murder. Never
Okay.
seen Grey's Anatomy. But clearly she's amazing because those are huge shows. And now she's got this deal with Netflix. Now her business moves, I watch like a hawk because I want to know how a black woman can move once their success has been proven. So I think she is out here being a damn boss. She not taking no for answer when the people didn't give her her check. She was like, Netflix, what y'all talking about? And I'm like, I'm trying to take that same route. Like, let me see how to make these little moves. So definitely business wise, Shonda is a role model for sure.
Okay. Barry Jenkins.
Barry just makes beautiful things. Barry is. I think Barry won't ever be appreciated because I think some of this stuff goes over people's heads.
Yeah.
But I think Moonlight is probably one of the most beautiful movies of our time, subject matter and just cinematography wise. I think if Bill Street could talk was beautiful, boring, but beautiful. And I think he's gonna go down in history for these things because I mean he just makes those things that like pull on your heartstring. It's different. It's different. Like he makes those like soulful movies, but they're black. Like they are black movies. They're not trying to be white movies. They're not trying to pretend to be white movies. They are black people in black ass situations, and it's beautiful. And I think we need that as much as possible.
Okay. Favorite actor that got behind the camera and produced a film.
Favorite actor that got who's the actor director? Hmm.
There's been a few. There's been a few.
Well, right now, give me
Okay, let me do this.
give
Let
me
me
Regina
reframe it.
King though, cause she's
Yeah,
fine, and she just did her first couple directing jobs, and she killing it. And she is a. We already know she's a great actress. Like that's since '93 or when '89 whatever. But she stepped her directing bag, and she killing that right now. So, and she's a woman.
okay. I dig that. I like Regina. She's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, she's fine.
I like that stuff. She's been at the game for a long period of time,
She's just now getting
and
her flowers. They
still
are well deserved.
and she's still considerably young and still got a lot to
She's
give.
still young enough to keep, yeah, like she's not like, yeah, she directed that One Night in Miami movie with
I haven't seen that yet. I need
so
to see
good,
that.
so
I need to
good.
see that.
She's really good though, but she's only directed a couple movies, but she's such a great actress. So yeah, I don't know who else is a director though. Denzel directed a couple times.
Hmm.
I don't know. I might not know enough about that to answer that question.
Okay.
I might
Well,
not know enough.
you probably gave the best answer, Regina King. That's what I was thinking. I know
I'm
that's
just
been
like black women. So,
all right. So, black film festivals. What black film festival would you like to go to if you haven't been already?
I want a couple film festival awards from some very small festivals. I've got about 10 of them, but The movies I make
Come
aren't
on.
really of the festival type. You know, they're a little raunchy. They're a little, they're a little street. But I guess ABFF would probably be the most legit. Like if I could get recognized at ABFF, it's like legitimate. You know what I'm saying? People would be like, okay, that lady's serious. That's probably the most. That's probably the one that I really actually like submit something to and like care. Not that I don't care about the other ones, but I just think my style of movie, they looking for a little more, traditional, mainstream sort of films. So I guess you get a hustle and flow or something in there here and there that makes it through. But
Right.
yeah,
Well, shout out to Urban World, and
yeah,
I
Urban World's all dope too. Yeah, yeah.
and I
Not
actually,
downplaying any of the other ones, but if I had
yeah,
to pick
yeah.
one, but yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right, I want you to pitch your brand new movie. Tell us about your brand new movie that you're probably getting ready to either finish production,
Oh
the
yeah.
one you just finished production.
Yes, so we're in the final days of production on Southside Hero. It is about a former drug kingpin who was released from prison after doing 10 years on a RICO charge that he took to save the rest of his friends from going to jail. And he gets out and finds out that his 15-year-old daughter is on the run with a gang member who owes another drug dealer some money. And she's lied to this guy and told him she was older than what she was. And now they're off, and he's trying to find her before the drug dealer finds her. So he actually finds out that said drug dealer is also a human trafficker. So he's trying to sell this daughter, and he finds out that the human trafficker is his old homeboy from back in the day before he went to prison. And so now he's the kingpin, and it's like old kingpin versus new kingpin, and how it's gonna go down. It's really cool, really really cool. Giving very like 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, looking for my daughter. It's
Okay.
very cool. Probably the coolest thing I've ever shot.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So here's your time to ask me a question. You got a question for me?
Well, what made you want to kind of start like this thing, talking about film and stuff like that? What was the catalyst for that?
Okay. First of all, I started a football page, and it's called No Huddle Football News. Definitely in the football, grew up in the football world. Dad was a football coach, and he was passing away. And I told my dad I was going to get back into the football field in some kind of shape and capacity. And I said, well, the first thing I can do is start talking about football. So that's what I did. And I'm working on growing that. I actually have one since I'm in the Cashville area. I got one called For Titans Only, linked up with uh, Tighten Up, which you have about 20,000 people on there. And we
All
talk
tighten up.
about the Titans. Yes, yes, yes. But then I'm actually a writer. And before that, I've been writing some books. I got some stories. I said, I want to something to inspire me to put more things out. And my wife acts too. So
Okay.
just trying to connect to the world again. Because we used to
Okay.
go to uh, Bronze Lens Film Festival. Shout out to my boy Juan in
Oh,
Ohio.
bronze is another good one. Yes.
I've been there two or three times, and I actually had a film to get into, not that one, into another one. It's called Sunset Unseen, and I wrote, my wife acted, and we had people acting, and it was pretty good, I
Okay.
thought. And we got trailer of the year and all that stuff, whatever. But
Okay.
I kind of got out of it, got back into sports. But then I said, let me connect both things here because I always like interviews. I watch
Okay.
interviews all the time. I try to pull the gems out of interviews for myself. And then I said, how can I not, do more with this? Because I feel like I'm doing not enough. I'm just watching them. How
Hmm.
about create one? How can I talk to Nina Stakz? Let me talk to her because I know if she's doing stuff, that means she got stuff that she wants to talk about. and that's kind of how I got connected. I,
Okay.
put
All
my
right.
big
Good for
boy
you.
pants on. Say, hey, are you interested in being on my podcast channel? Here's what I want to do. Check out some of my work. Yes or no? A bunch of yeses, a few no's. The yes, some of the no's have turned into yeses, and I got a
Okay.
calendar to it up. So that's how I started doing this in front of my camera, in front of my laptop that I paid for. Not anything fancy. In front of my phone, not anything fancy. Tripod, just putting things out, and that's how I
And
started.
ain't nothing
And
to it
not
but to do it.
and tell the
Ain't
truth
nothing to
about it.
it. Yeah. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You gotta start somewhere. I had a flip cam and Windows Media Player editor. Windows Media. That's how I edited my first music video.
Oh,
So,
oh, you started from the ground up, basically, right? You
oh,
didn't.
out the mud, okay? The real live mud. Yes, flip cam that you plug right into the computer. It don't have no SD card or nothing. Just
Shoot, I know about that. That's definitely my era. I
way
remember
back, way back.
two way chirps. I remember getting a little phone when you had to create your sound. You had to create a sound to create the ringtone. So I put the phone up to the
To the
speaker
radio.
radio and got my
Oh
little.
God. Had to do your voicemail. You want to let the song play, and
Hmm.
then hey y'all, this
Yeah. At that time, I was a not a Caribbean Rhythms, but the other show, the Midnight Love. So I try to get
oh yeah, man, I
a
love
certain tone. Let's see,
uncut.
right? Uncut. All right, since we're gonna go there, one of the greatest shows ever for black music was Uncut. 3:30, 4 o'clock after the Waffle. You tell me about Uncut. I can talk about this. But you tell me
Man, uncut was class. At the height of uncut, I was in college. And man, we actually, me and my two friends were one of the only people in the freshman dorms who had TV. So everybody just pile up in our room like, I'm coming to come on 4 o'clock. Man, that was a time in history.
it was
That
un-
was a time in history. Do you hear me, Lord have mercy?
it it was. You remember? Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to all my people up there because I tell you, Nelly when he dropped Tip Drill, but it was the different the other version
Yeah,
when
the
he
Dennis
dropped
White
that.
version. Yeah.
I was like, man. And then they had so many other videos that you never saw because they couldn't play it after, I guess, 2 or 3 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, there's only 1 hour time you got.
Man, we would come in from somewhere and we had a Waffle House and we would be eating and watching this stuff like,
Going crazy. Like, but you know what? Really, Uncut and Tip Drill really started the whole era for like World Star and stuff to be able to put like that sort of content out. That's
that
really the birth
thong song
of
came
the
on there.
online like music video community. That's where, because they started seeing like, damn, because I remember after Tip Drill came out, niggas would take a nap to stay up later and watch. Then so Tip Drill came out, 50 Cent dropped his jump with the naked ladies,
Yep.
Ludacris dropped the pee popping jump. Folks was planning for, boy, you be late to class trying to stay up watching Uncut. And we're not gonna get the pioneers of Uncut. Won't you tell me what the things the legends, the
Oh,
white
girl,
girl.
girl,
You're a legend, brother. I don't know your name, but you're a legend.
I can't.
I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Y'all are legends, boy.
I know. I promise you. I was like, man, it's a whole nother world now when they start doing that. Hey, girl, you know the songs. I'm like,
Every night. I remember them was classic. Them just came on every night. Them three, them
Yeah.
came. There was the foundational uncut jumps. I mean, we even shot a video we trying to get on Uncut for a rapper in East St. Louis. That joint was terrible.
Oh,
We had the worst stripper ever. We sent it in though. They ain't put it on.
and then shout out to the Lou, but shout out to the Sexy Red before Sexy Red. Didn't Kaya drop a video? You remember Kaya?
Well,
Wasn't she
Kaya
Sexy
did my
Red
neck,
before?
my back.
Yeah. Look back at it.
My neck, my back.
Yeah, she was Sexy Red before Sexy Red, right?
Well, I don't know if you count Trina.
But Trina wasn't. Was she?
As ratchet.
She didn't go all in just like them two.
Trina was pretty rough.
She was.
Trina pretty nasty. I think her image was so much higher because like she had more of a Little Kim, Foxy Brown, like that high level. Kaya was a ratchet, like she dressed ratchet, looked ratchet. So yeah, Sexy is coming out definitely more Kaya style, like just ratchety, just don't care. It looked like every time I see Sexy Red, I just feel like it's 1998. I don't know what the hell going on. Just or 2005. I just feel like she finna just start walking it out. Like I don't know what the hell. I'm starting to think she a plant.
I thought Ice Spice looked like a plant. I don't think
Ice Spice is a plant. Ice Spice is a prostitute. Like she is not no damn rapper. She going out on dates with niggas and that is her career. She dropped a song. She can drop 2 songs all the time she been famous.
But speaking of female rappers though, I don't think nobody want problem even right now with what's her name? Papoose old girl.
Oh, Remy. Remy Mama.
I don't think nobody want no problems in a battle. Seriously.
I don't even like what other female even rapping? Like Remy is a rapper. That's a rapper. that's a real rapper right there.
Raw Digger.
She might get catches straight from somebody like Rhapsody or something, but that's the only person who can even lyrically even fuck with Remy. Like Remy cold. Now I ain't gonna lie though, old Nicki Minaj is a rapping ass lady. Pop star Nicki Minaj has lost it. But old mixtape Nicki, that was a New York rapping ass lady. I think she put it away to appease the white people, get her money up, which you gotta do. But some of them old Nicki mixtapes go crazy. Okay. Remy can catch a straight from old Nicki. Now new Nicki can't fuck with her, but old Nicki can battle.
I don't think Nicki can even mess with Foxy, prime Foxy.
Foxy Brown fine. Like Foxy Brown, I feel is the slept on one. Like I feel like because wasn't nobody writing Foxy raps.
Right.
Nigga was writing Lil Kim raps.
I heard a podcast and I said the female rappers now have a man style, like there's men ghostwriters.
That's why they sound like that. Like you're literally, and it's so weird. Like we're literally listening to whole culture be promoted by women, but written by men. That is so weird. And the same men be like, "Why everybody acting like hoes?" What? Because y'all wrote them that way. But that's why everybody be saying Lauryn Hill is not the GOAT. Lauryn Hill is not the GOAT. Lauryn Hill's one body of work is better than y'all's entire catalog. No one can hold a candle to Lauryn Hill's one album. So
was X Factor, right? X Factor?
Yeah, well, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the whole album. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Lauryn ain't got enough work to be called the GOAT. Who else is there? Because because album sales don't mean nothing to me. Album sales don't have nothing to do with your skill level.
But Lauryn sold, did she go diamond on that?
Definitely.
So album sales is there too.
Well, I mean, but she only dropped one album. You know, Nicki done dropped 6, 7 albums. I was like, oh, Nicki to go. If Lauryn had dropped again, she would have went diamond again. And if she dropped after that, she would have like
yeah.
So
Lord,
I know I just like I'm a hip hop head, so I feel like the skill of rap is a quantifiable, tangible thing. People be like, well, that's an opinion. No, some people can rap, some people can't rap. Like, that's a real skill that you can. That's like some people can hoop, some people can't. Like that's a
bro.
skill that is quantifiable.
Like I was talking to a homeboy, and he said, "What's your top 5 female rappers?" I was like, "I don't know them right off, but this I'm gonna try." I said Fox, and this was recently. Still Fox. Um, I go with what was Remy. I said Boss. I said
I
Mia,
remember
and I
Boss.
said Lauren. Huh?
I remember Boss.
He said, "Who
She
is
recently
Boss?"
passed away.
Yeah, Risa passed away, and Boss was fire because she had that West Coast, but she was just. I feel like she was the hardcore dressing. That was a '90s style, like
Thug,
before Aaliyah came out. Like Aaliyah might have took her dress
little
style,
swag, yeah.
that swag, and but she did it on R&B side. So I was like, Boss was super fire to me.
I think people sleep on the Brat. The Brat a rapping ass lady.
I like Brett. I like Brett.
The Brat has some hits. Like Brat can rap. Like the Brat was rapping.
I did.
The Brat was rapping.
I had to say either between Mia or Brat. I'm gonna go Mia.
Yeah.
Me
Well,
personally.
and the X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss me X. If I had to name 5, Lauren's definitely number 1.
Okay.
Lil Kim probably number 2. Cause I was just a Bad Boy fan. Like everything Bad Boy had coming out, I'm Bad Boy. I was Bad Boy everything. But then I was No Limit everything too. So Mia right behind that, and I think the Brad is up there for me, and Missy Elliott.
Oh, I forgot about Missing Me. Oh,
Missy
wait a
Elliott, a
minute.
rapping ass. That's the most talented female I think in the past 30 years.
You know what? I might move.
Missy
Well, I
gold
said it
now.
just.
Missy then produced the tracks, rapped
Yeah.
on them, did the choreography, and did it
Missy.
all fat. Didn't lose
Okay.
weight till her career was over. She didn't give a
I
damn.
didn't care about that. You fire, you fire. I just.
That's what I'm saying. If you can look past the way somebody look because they so talented, that's talent. All these other rappers gotta have a BBL, or nobody gonna listen to them. Lauren didn't have to have no BBL.
No.
Remy ended up getting one, but she didn't have to get one. But like when you talented, it don't matter. Queen Latifah's still out here, still fat. Talent. It don't matter.
I said that list, and I might replace. I probably put Missy in there. I had to put Missy in
Missy
there. I
fine.
forgot about her.
You can't look up in the female category. Hell, she top 20 for everybody to me. Like if you look at Missy's catalog of work, it's crazy.
Yeah.
She really did more work than Timberland. She more famous than Timberland. Like she
is. Yeah. I'm not sure what she's doing now, but yeah, she
just on tour doing her thing, just skinny. She went on and got that BBL now. She said, fuck that shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely got to put Missy up there. But yeah, Lauren's definitely on top of my list. But now, unfortunately, she's not in my top 5 rappers. But she definitely top in the female category for sure. Yeah.
All right. So go-to movie. If you had to sit down tonight and you just want to watch something that you watched before, but this is your thing, what would that be?
That's a lot of that's a loaded question. There's so many. I've been a film buff since I was a child. Like I love so many movies.
Let's go top 3. Let's help it out a little bit. Top 3.
Do the Right Thing's number 1. Because I have to consider my favorite movies are probably the ones. They're not always the ones I watch the most. Because some movies, some movies you just put on and they can just be on. But some movies, when you put them on, you gotta watch them. It's so hard to put them in order. These might not be in order. Do the Right Thing is always number 1. So 2 and 3 may not be in order, but Four Brothers, John Singleton, Four Brothers, and Children of Men are my top
Wow.
3 movies.
I got Children of Men in my collection.
Children of
That's one of
Men is so
my
good.
favorite.
Have you seen it?
Oh, I got the movie DVD.
The concept that Earth must be saved by a dark-skinned black woman that these white people gotta protect is an amazing concept to me. Fire ass movie. And what's his name? Schwettel, what is it, dude? He's so fire. And he in Four Brothers too. He in both of my favorite movies. He's a bad guy in Four Brothers too. He's fire. Now I want him in one of my movies. Doing something. I don't even know what I would use him as, but he's fine.
And people wonder why are you going to interview her? I said, you don't understand, man. I'm telling you, she's the truth. Because I'm sitting here like, yes. Sometimes I'll be having movies, and I just keep them because I know I've seen them again, but I learned so much from them. And they may not be the biggest sellers, like that movie there, Book of Eli, and stuff like that.
Great
I'm
movie, Book of Eli.
Locked in that movie. Shout out to the Hughes brothers.
Shout out to the Hughes brothers because they are not doing enough. Hey, we need them out here. We need Hype Williams out here too. He should have been making some more movies.
Yeah. All right. Let me ask you. We talk about music. I got a few more, but I want to see how I'm gonna ask Jaguar Wright. What do you think about her run that's going on here?
Whew. She going crazy. I just hope she's safe.
Yeah.
Cause hey, she said stuff about Diddy about 3 years ago. Cause I was watching it because I'm missing. And that shit coming true now. So she might have knew something. Now she also be lying too. Like, I just seen her lie bald face on some shit. But she been telling the truth on some shit too.
I didn't know that she. When I heard that Jay-Z unplugged, I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, that's how everybody knows it. Like that's kind of where she came from, that voice.
Yeah.
But her career didn't really blossom like that. I feel like she a little bitter with it. I feel like it's a little bitterness. Cause you didn't wait all this time to say this. But it's like some stuff she be saying to be true, but then some stuff like don't have no legs. Like I remember she did an interview and she was saying that Common like raped her, and everybody like Common raped you. Like Common. I don't know. Like, and that shit, like nobody believes it. But her other things go viral because they got a little supporting evidence with them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Diddy was a little freaky. So we like Common, girl. Common ain't raping no damn body. But no, I mean, okay, what you saying is this is the year of truth. So I guess these chickens coming home to roost. She said this. She said this was gonna happen. She definitely did.
Or another social media star. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you cast Charleston White in a movie of yours?
I think Charleston White's hilarious. So I would definitely cast Charleston White. Charleston White be saying some crazy ass shit though. Sometimes he be saying true. But I think sometimes he kind of fuck up his credibility when he be saying some of that crazy stuff. Like going in on like Gilly's dead son and all that. Like, yeah, that's not, we're not gonna do that. But he was saying some real shit though. I think some of that shit just to go viral though.
Got a question for you. If you had the opportunity to redo Boys in the Hood, would you do it? But you can't do it in LA. So what city would you do it in?
I would never disrespect John Singleton by trying to do Boys in the Hood again. I would never. But Atlanta. If I was to do a Boys in the Hood-esque movie, I would definitely do it in Atlanta, and I would also do it with younger kids. Because the Kia boys are 13, 14 years old. That's the new gang bangers and the new job. I'm actually working on a movie kind of like a New Jersey Drive about like preteens. You know what I'm saying? Because that's ever since COVID, that's what's been going on. This Kia Boy movement thing. They are on TikTok and challenging each other to steal cars, and it's great. They shooting at each other and having car meets. Can't drive yet. Like this is great. But yeah, like a coming of age hood story. I think Atlanta would be a great place to shoot it. I don't feel like we have enough Southern stories like that.
Yeah.
Everybody grew up in New York or LA. Like we know everything about New York and LA. We ain't even been there. You know what I'm saying? I know all the streets in New York. I know everything. I'm all on there like there's sauce in that. Like why do I even know that? Like, but we don't have. I think in ATL maybe like the only Southern coming of age movie. The John with Ti. We definitely need more because I think growing up in the South is very different than growing up in the city. It's slow and hot. It's just different. Yeah.
All right. Another question I have for you is this. If you had an opportunity to shoot a film in whatever city you want to in the world, budget is no problem.
Wow.
What city would you want to shoot a film
I'm poor, so I haven't traveled much around the world. But
anywhere in the world?
I know, right? That's crazy. Like anywhere. I don't know. I have wanted to shoot a movie on like in like the islands. I don't know which one though. I don't know if I wanted to be like Jamaica or like St. Thomas or something, but I have wanted to do like an island. I don't know if niggas like escape to an island or something happens on an island. I just think it'd be really cool to be like on the water, do like boat stuff, do like cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that'd be dope. Because I feel like most of the cities are the same. Like once you shot in a big city, you pretty much seen them all. Maybe something cool like Dubai or somewhere, you know, where it's super dope. But that's interesting. The islands though is the only place I've really been like, ooh, that'd be cool. Like I haven't really thought about, oh, if I go to New York or if I don't know. Because the movies I make are I don't have any ideas that require us to like leave the country or nothing. Like all the ideas I have take place in neighborhoods that I can find right here in this city. So I don't know. I have to think about it. But I've definitely been thinking about the islands, like just something. I don't know even what the idea is, but I just thought it'd be cool to shoot in like Dominican Republic or, you know, something like that would be dope.
All right. So got another question here. So book. Fictional urban thriller. What book would you like to create a film about from one of our famous Black authors?
For a long time, it would have been The Coldest Winter Ever. But I feel like the story's a little outdated now. So it kind of have to be like a period piece. But I thought that would be really cool. Very crime drama driven, but with like a female perspective. I think that's really cool. But let's see. What is a book that I would want to bring to life? That's an interesting question. What have I read that I think could be a dope movie? Because I read a lot of nonfiction, so I have to think about some of the fiction I've read. And a lot of fiction is like James Baldwin. So it's like gay. But and I don't really have an interest in making like gay movies. So I would have to think about that one. Because I read a lot of nonfiction stuff. I read a lot of history stuff and like 48 Laws of Power, stuff like that. So I don't know. They're not really a lot of
I got
fictional.
one. I think would be good, interested in. Ashley and Jaquavis, but particularly Ashley Antoinette. Have you read any of their books?
No, I never heard that. Oh, you know what? There is one. Futureland.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Futureland?
No, I haven't.
So Futureland was a, I guess you would call it an anthology. Maybe an anthology.
Okay.
I guess, but it's written by Walter Mosley.
Oh, I love Walter Mosley.
Well,
Devil
so,
Blue Dress,
and
right?
this is a sci-fi anthology. Look it up. It's amazing. But it's like 9 stories, and they all take place in like this future world. And I remember like one of the, and it's like a, I guess you call it like a dystopian. It's like cyberpunk world. And it would definitely be a series if I was to make it, but it has all these different stories about it. You know what? It's like a black mirror with black people. One of the stories I remember, the white people had made this drug to kill everybody with melanin, so they could purify the ranks of their race. Like if you had over a certain amount of melanin, you get sick and die. And what happened was, when they engineered the drug, it had the opposite effect. So anybody with under that amount of melanin died, and black people took over everything. So the white people that were left were the ones who were like a little bit black, and they were like slaves. So it's great. It's like this cool dystopian. It's like in the near future. But there's 9 like different stories, and they're all like. They're just, I don't know. I think when black people tell sci-fi, it's just so cool. So, Futureland, that would be the book. That's the one novel that I could see being a very, very cool TV show or movie that I would love to direct. Definitely.
I need to read that.
You got Walter Mosley. I've never read anything like it from another black, author. It's really cool, and I'm sure some white people have stole some of this stuff and put it in there. So. For sure.
Well, let me ask you this here. Future project. Is there something that you have in your database that you haven't completed yet, but you're working on? One day I'm going to get to this and I'm going to finish it.
There's so many things. There's about 4 scripts right now that need to be done. All great concepts that I'm just going back and forth over, finding over. Right now, I've actually written a pilot for a TV show that's being pitched. So hopefully that might be the next thing, and I would need to finish the rest of that season. But yeah, I have some really cool ideas that I'm working on right now. I'm keeping to myself because niggas be stealing. But yeah, I got some really cool ideas. Some of them are like true stories. Some of them are like comedies. And one thing I am working on that I will share is a murder mystery. Like a Knives Out, Agatha Christie murder mystery about a dead rapper. Because I just think that it's very like current. I've experienced it multiple times in my real life. They never catch the people that do it. So I think it'd be a really cool and different take on like a murder mystery in like the hip hop community.
Okay.
So it's a very Agatha Christie kind of vibe with like the private investigator who's going through the rapper's life and seeing all the suspects. It's a very like whodunit classic, like Knives Out, Glass Onion type of thing. So it's taking a while to write it because these murder mysteries got to have the red herrings, as they call them, when they mislead you and they take you back, and then you think it's that guy and you think it's not that guy. So it's really like a master class on writing to kind of get this one done. But I think it's going to be important. I'm going to hope to like get it done, and that may be one of the ones that I try to like go for like an actor, like a real actor, and like get a celebrity to like star in it, because I feel like it needs it for the story to be, get to where it needs to go. But yeah, but other than I got a couple though. I got a Wayans Brothers-esque kind of like stuff. Like I don't have like a certain genre that I do. Like I'm trying to do some comedy. I got a couple comedians that are working with me on it. I love stand up comedy, so I work with a lot of like stand up comedians. My movie now is out, Fatal Lust. It has Sean Larkins in it, who is a classic like Comic View era comedian. My movie New Year Knew Us Too has LeVar Walker in it, who was just recently on Comic View. He's a very talented comedian. I love stand up, so I try to put some little comedians in there and stuff. But yeah, I definitely got some stuff coming up. Me and those two comedians are working on a TV show we're probably gonna pitch. So things are getting pretty cool. They're moving pretty fast, so I'm excited.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm going to ask you a wrap up question because I know you got work to do.
Yes.
But why should somebody follow you on social media and the things that you have going on in your life now and in the future?
I don't. My social media kind of boring, so they're probably not going to be very excited by it. But if you just want to see like some cool entertainment stuff, you want to watch some cool movies that are like fun, you can like watch with your friends and talk about it. I'm gonna give you some conversation pieces. That's for sure. Right now, my movie Fatal Lust is the conversation piece of many a page on Facebook. So I'm gonna give you that for sure. But social media wise, I don't really share much about my personal life or anything like that. So it's kind of boring. But you should definitely watch my movies on Tubi because that is fun.
Well, I definitely got to catch up. I got some things saved where I can definitely go down this list. I will.
Yes, go in there and search Nina Stakz and pop them right up. Now they all of a sudden their algorithms adding people to my search. That's not my stuff, but yeah, search my name on there. I got 7 movies out right now. That have been number 1 on Tubi. They've been in the most popular, and people are digging our work. So I'm excited.
All right. So here's your chance to shout out your social media, how people can follow you, how they can find your movies. You've already been doing it before, but please repeat it again because people like me are definitely going to follow you and watch
Yes, y'all can find me anywhere online at Nina Stakz, NINASTAKZ. You gotta spell it right to find me. But that's me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I always post my casting calls there, my projects there, little clips of movies, all things. My company is called Onyx Theory Arts. You can also visit us at onyxtheoryarts.com. We are on Instagram at Onyx Theory Arts. You can also find casting at Onyx Theory Arts Casting on Instagram. And yeah, that's the company. You can go on our website and it pops up all my movies. The posters are there. You click on the poster, it takes you right to Tubi. So check those out. And yeah, in general, anywhere where you spell my name, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that spells it like that. If it ain't me, they fake it. All right, so Nina Stakz online. Search me on Tubi. It'll pop up all my movies. You can watch them right now. New Year, Knew Us 1 and 2. The Aftermath, Cloud, Plug, Blood and Money, 3, and Fatal Lust. All right.
you. I like 33.
Yes. And coming in December, 12 Days of Christmas and Southside Europe.
Oh, okay. Got Christmas movie in there. Okay.
I do, and it's hilarious, and you've never seen anything like it before. A ratchet Christmas movie.
I'm definitely there. I love it. I love it. Again,
yes, it's very cool.
Nina, I appreciate it. First thing, I told y'all she's the truth. I told y'all on some of my people who follow me on Facebook, some of the people was on Twitter with me. Hey, I'm definitely going to reach out to her. I want to get a part 2 because I got so much more. But I know she's busy. I know she got some stuff. But I told y'all she's the truth. Share this, hit the like button, everything you need to do. Check out her gems, write some stuff down because you're going to learn a whole lot from her.
I'm a wealth of information, and I'm not trying to hoard it at all. Like, there's enough money out here for everybody. I will share.
I'm waiting for the new BET Uncut, however you want to do it. I want you to produce it. I'm definitely going to be watching that. I'm telling you.
Hell, it's on the internet now. You ain't gotta have to be Uncut. It's everywhere. It's on OnlyFans. You can see ads. You see ass anywhere now. I'm so tired of ass.
Oh,
Every time I
okay.
turn on Instagram, just ass.
Well, can you answer this one more?
Yeah.
OnlyFans. What happened here in the world? What just happened?
You need to ask men because the thirstiness levels is too high. Because if y'all paying for this is ridiculous. Like we can say it's women's fault, but who buying it? It ain't women paying for it. That's y'all fault. Y'all got to ask y'all selves
I mean, hold on. So
why.
you really pay for a subscription to watch people on the camera do what they do?
When I thought you could get like porno for free. But no, but I be asking people because I be wanting to know this sort of stuff because I'm actually working on a movie called Secret Life of Badness. It's all about women who hustle on the internet. So I be really doing like research questions with people. Like I'll be asking me like why. I'm like if you can watch porn for free, why are you going to OnlyFans? It's like because it's like real. Like you can ask them to do stuff and they'll do it. I'm like, y'all need to go outside and date people because and that's why all these podcasts stuff, all these podcasts, these red pill niggas and all this, they want to act like it's women's fault. Y'all paying for it. Stop paying for it and go away.
Oh
And
my
look,
God!
men got OnlyFans, women got OnlyFans. This is crazy.
Man, she's not lying.
Oh God.
I don't understand how you can really swipe, put your card, cash app, all this stuff. What in the world? I mean, they had
And
the
like,
strip club. Strip club
you
is
see
one
that
thing,
man
but
that spent what he spent? They said he spent $60,000 something on Ruby Rose,
huh?
and she wasn't even responding to his inbox.
Oh,
And she
sixty
went to the mall, and
thousand?
that man popped up on her. I said, "See, y'all better quit playing with these people."
Ain't she like dating Drewski?
Yeah, but she had an
But
OnlyFans guy who had spent $60K in a year on giving her money on OnlyFans, and that man ran up on her at the mall. I'm like, okay, y'all gonna mess around and get murdered. I'm making a movie. I'm telling you, I'm making a movie right about that right now, and all of the stories come from news headlines.
you gotta send me that. I don't know anything about that. I need to see. I need to watch that. That's
I'm
interesting.
telling you, it's
But
crazy.
again, Nina, let me not keep you too long.
It's all good. It's been about 2 hours. We good. Yeah, we talking though. We talking. It's all
No,
good.
it's all good. But again, I appreciate you so much spending
No,
some
thanks
time
for
with me.
no,
You
thank
know,
you for having me for sure.
your gems, yes. And again, I want to do another interview with you. Definitely want to talk about this Christmas movie that you got and some other
Okay,
things.
yeah, definitely. If you don't do one, we get closer to that. We can definitely do that. I'll be looking
A-
for. We'll be sending out press releases trying to get some promo going.
Absolutely. But again, thank you so much. This is
Okay.
Ray Goodfella, the Black Goodfella, and I will speak to you all again very soon. Peace,
Thank
everybody.
you. Peace. Thanks for having me.